obviously I disagree with you, but you dock Last Jedi for being too similar to Empire and Return of the Jedi, and you dock Force Awakens for being too similar to New Hope. You do not dock Joker for just being King of Comedy and Taxi Driver. They're the same movie. It's not like a trope thing. They're the same movie, but they just shoehorned the Batman franchise into it. You don't think that's hilariously offensive and bad?
No. And I don't think it's even remotely the same as doing, within the same franchise, doing it twice in a row, copying movies, is not the same as doing a completely different franchise, copying a movie that came out 30 years ago.
Taxi Driver did not come out 30 years ago. Oh, I guess it did. Wow.
1976.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, 40 years ago.
No, 60 years ago.
Well, Joker came out like, what, 5-6 years ago? So yeah, it'd be between
2019.
Yeah. So no, I don't think that's the same thing in the slightest. Okay, bye guys.
Well, New Hope came out in 77 and Force Awakens came out in 2015.
Yes, and I gave Force Awakens a pass. I don't give Last Jedi a pass because they did the same exact thing
Last
twice.
Jedi is
and it's
so different, and you know it. You know this. You are the only person in the world that has this opinion. You are literally the only person.
I will be the only person in the world that speaks truth. It is not just, it's not an opinion. It is fact. There are scenes that are exactly the same throughout the movie.
Wrong.
I will prove it to you. It's not like you can be okay with it and you can think that the rest of the movie is different enough, but there are the amount of similarities between those movies is not like me thinking it. It's just a fact.
Do you think Last Jedi is more similar to Empire and New Hope, Empire and Return of the Jedi, than Force Awakens is New Hope?
No, I think it's about the same.
That's crazy. That's crazy.
It's not crazy.
Dude, Force Awakens is like almost a shot-for-shot remake.
So there are scenes that are exactly the same in The Last Jedi.
Name 2 right now.
Easy. The scene with Snoke, Kylo Ren, and Rey. The same exact scene as
Wrong.
Emperor.
Wrong.
Yes, they have a destructive machine that the rebels or the resistance are trying to destroy, and Emperor shows Rey, their friends, and says, "I'm going to kill them if you don't join me." And then Darth Vader, Kylo Ren decides to switch sides and kill Snoke, the Emperor.
But
it's
stays
the same
bad.
exact thing.
He stays bad. All right, name another one. I said name 2.
What was the all of the Luke Yoda stuff. Luke's on a desert planet. Yoda's on a desert planet. There is a temptation that Rey has to avoid, which is a black hole. Luke is supposed to avoid a temptation, which is the cave. It's the same exact thing.
Yes, but Force Awakens is like the same thing. Like
you asked for 2 examples. Those are 2 examples.
But Force Awakens,
and they're not even like kind of different. It's almost the same exact.
But when
principle.
in Return of the Jedi or Empire Strikes Back is there somebody that rams a Star Destroyer into something to save the day, to sacrifice himself? When do you have the casino stuff? I know we don't like it, but that's not the same. When do you have the Han Solo character being berated, losing his title, and then being the biggest asshole in the movie? When do you have Leia or the leader being injured? When do you have Admiral Akbar being murdered? All of that stuff. When Force Awakens, you can't say that. There's not differences like that in Force Awakens versus New Hope. I am not arguing with you because I think it's the most ridiculous thing in the world that you think that Last Jedi and Empire and Return of the Jedi are the same. It's the most ridiculous thing in the world, and you're the only person that says that in the world. So I'm going to let you be alone on that. But what I'm not going to let you do is say that Force Awakens...
Sure, I'll give you that point. I haven't seen it in a while. I said maybe. I don't know.
Force Awakens is like literally shot for shot. Like I complained about it when I first saw it, and then I got over it. But like Force Awakens is shot for shot.
And some of the most important scenes in The Last Jedi are shot for shot things from Empire and
the most important scene in Last Jedi is one of the best scenes in all of Star Wars when Luke projects himself to save them. Nothing anywhere like that is...
Oh, you mean on Hoth? The Salt Planet, where there are big AT-ATs coming to destroy the Rebel base, the Resistance base?
And
that's not similar?
And he projects himself to save the day and fights the bad guy and this and that.
I'm not saying every single thing in The Last Jedi is exactly like the other movies. I'm saying there's a lot of similarities, and I've just pointed out 3.
Well,
and it's not just like, they're kind of similar. They're almost shot for shot.
Congratulations. It's not like Star Wars. Have you seen the fucking George Lucas clip? It's poetry, this sort of thing
Episodes
rhymes.
1 through 3 did not do that.
But episodes 1 through 3 do a bunch of things from the original trilogy. They go back to Tatooine. They do the training from the fucking Jedi. They do a ton of shit from the originals. It's the poetry. The sort of thing rhymes. He said that this is a meme clip because he rips shit off in Revenge of the Sith.
It's not the same. Saying you go to the same planet, which is, by the way, Jakku is just a carbon copy of Tatooine, which they also use, is not the same. They did not copy exactly the same basic premise of a conflict and scene like they did in The Force Awakens and The Last Jedi. They do it in The Last Jedi too. Period. It's not an opinion. I just gave you specific examples, and you're okay with that. That's fine, but that doesn't mean they don't exist.
But you're acting like it's the whole movie when you've named 3 scenes, and that's all you can name, Bubba. When Force Awakens and New Hope, you can go literally per the movie. How does it open? The stormtroopers and the man in black.
So you're saying The Force Awakens does it worse. That doesn't mean The Last Jedi doesn't do it, and doesn't do it a lot.
It does 3 scenes. I can name you 10 scenes.
3 scenes that come to mind, and those are long scenes. That is an entire thing on that last planet. That is the entire conflict with the Emperor being Snoke, and the whole twist of the movie is Kylo Ren killing Snoke. We haven't seen that before. Darth Vader definitely didn't do the same exact thing.
But Kylo Ren is the bad guy.
All of Rey and Luke is all of Dagobah. I mean, all of Rey and Luke.
No, it's completely different. You could say on the
Yoda didn't want to train Luke. Luke didn't want to train Rey. Like, it's
you can
constant,
only compare it on the
constant.
very basic levels that it's training. The way they train them is completely different.
I gave you a specific example.
Luke in Last Jedi is a completely different character than Yoda in... And whoop-de-doo, he trains this girl a very similar way that his master trained him.
Sure.
What a fucking concept.
A movie where there is a old Jedi that went to a desert planet that has a younger Jedi come and want to train, and the older Jedi is reluctant to train the new Jedi, and then the new Jedi is tempted to go away and fight a battle, but is also tempted by this dark thing on the planet that the older Jedi tells them not to be tempted by, and that happens, and then that younger Jedi goes and leaves, and then has to fight the Darth Vader or Kylo Ren figure, and then they also have to deal with an Emperor figure, and the twist of the movie is that the first bad guy kills the second bad guy while they're on a thing that is a weapon of mass destruction, while also a team of rebels are fighting for their lives to destroy this weapon of mass destruction, and she is threatened to have them killed. It's not just like one thing. It's like I could describe all of that and you don't know what movie I'm talking about because it's so similar. It's not one scene.
Crazy.
Not crazy. You can't call me crazy.
The things in Last Jedi that they do that are different are more different than anything Star Wars had ever done.
Yeah, those are the bad parts. The only parts that are different are bad. Except the ramming of the Star Destroyer. I thought that was kind of cool.
It's awesome. It's one of the best shots in all of Star Wars.
It's a very cinematic.
Cinematic?
Thank you. It's a very cinematic shot.
I don't want to do this anymore.